A large-scale search for a nurse missing in South Australia's outback has ended in tragedy with the discovery of her body in a shallow roadside grave. 56-year-old Gayle Woodford hadn't been seen since Wednesday night when she was abducted from outside her home in the remote APY lands. Nicola Gage filed this report from Marla.
3 days of searching, ending in tragedy. The body of Gayle Woodford found just over a kilometre from her home.
We found a shallow grave on the roadside about 1.5 kilometres out of Fregon. We believe that the grave will contain the remains of Gayle.
The worst possible outcome after a huge 3-day operation in unforgiving terrain. From air and land, police and volunteers, including Aboriginal trackers, scoured the remote area for any trace of the health worker. Police say her death has devastated not only her family, but also locals.
Gayle, I'm told, was a much loved person here, so this is devastating news, not just for Fregon, but for the whole APY community.
Authorities believe Miss Woodford was abducted from outside her home in Fregon, a small Aboriginal community, while her husband was still inside. The ambulance she normally drives was intercepted the next day, 400 kilometres away at Coobapedy, and its driver, a man from Fregon, is in custody.
We only have one suspect, and that suspect is in custody on vehicle-related crimes. We expect to interview that person later this afternoon, and we'll see how things go.
A search over, but work to begin for investigators who will now make the 1,200 kilometre journey from Adelaide to examine the scene. Nicola Gage, ABC News, Marla.
Now live. Nicola, when did police find the body?
Well, searchers have been working in hot conditions tirelessly over the past 3 days, but it wasn't until 2 p.m. this afternoon that the body of Miss Woodford was unfortunately discovered about 1.5 kilometres east of her home on the side of the road in a shallow grave. That area has now been blocked off to traffic and is under police guard while investigations continue.
Nicola, do police expect to lay any additional charges?
Well, that's anticipated, but we don't know too much about that at this stage. What we do know is that police have been very clear in saying that they only have one suspect for this crime, and that suspect is in custody in Coobapedy at this stage. It's a 36-year-old man from the Aboriginal community where Miss Woodford resided, and investigators will be speaking with him in depth this evening.